We did the sound test? We're good? Alors, bonjour à tous et à tous. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our great OCH community here in Overbrook. Let me introduce a few people that are with me this morning, starting with the local city councilor and friend, Ralston King. Ralston and I have visited this great site a number of times. We also have our great member of parliament, who's also ministre de la classe moyenne, and a friend of both Ralston and I, Mona Forti. Mona, good to see you. I know we're busy, and I know we'll hear from you in a few minutes about this special project and collaboration behind us. We also have another important leader in our community. We have the CEO of Ottawa Community Housing, Stéphane Giguère, who him and I are quite busy. OCH is the city's largest landlord. It has an aging portfolio, and both Stéphane and I and the entire team, we regularly visit sites to see what's happening with our properties, and also to make announcements of new projects that are up and coming. We were visiting a site not far from here a few weeks ago, and it's exciting news that we'll share with you in coming weeks. C'est un plaisir pour moi, certains d'entre vous le savez, mon nom est Mathieu Fleury, je suis un des conseillers municipaux, je suis aussi président du conseil d'administration de logement communautaire à Ottawa. C'est un privilège d'être à la barre du conseil d'administration depuis de nombreuses années. Puis évidemment, j'aimerais remercier toute l'équipe, j'aimerais remercier les locataires aussi. On a tout près de 32 000 locataires, 16 000 logis. C'est une organisation qui est sérieuse, qui continue à s'améliorer. On est sur un territoire non cédé, non conquis de la communauté algonquienne, Anishinaabe. J'aimerais le souligner. C'est un privilège pour nous de collaborer, d'apprendre de la communauté de Kifiganzibi particulièrement. So the reason for the prefect, so we're here obviously in a collaboration between Ottawa Community Housing and Natural Resources Canada. It's an innovative retrofit program of 4 townhouses that are right behind me. The reason is prefabricated exterior energy retrofit project. It's exciting for all of us. It's exciting when you look around and see all of the buildings that we can retrofit and that really we can reinvest in, specifically when it comes to family housing here in our community. At this point, I'd like to invite my friend and also our local MP, Mona Forti, to say a few words.
Merci Mathieu. Bon matin. Je vois que tu es revenu de vacances en pleine forme, alors c'est très bien. Bonjour Ralston, Stéphane. Merci d'être là aujourd'hui. I'm really glad this is Monday. It's a great day. Why? Because we start the week with a great announcement. Et thank you, all of you, for joining us this morning. It's really, really wonderful to be in an in-person event nowadays. And of course, as I said, joined by my friends, and we are all very committed to make sure our families in not only Ottawa Valley, but especially today in Overbrook, have opportunities to have this great project of helping them reduce the costs of their energy. And we'll talk about this today. But I do want to continue by acknowledging that we are meeting on the traditional territory of the Algonquin and Anishinaabe peoples. And it's very important to take the time for these acknowledgements, especially as we struggle with the growing tragedy associated with former residential schools across the country. And my thoughts continue to be with those who have been deeply impacted by them. Lorsque notre gouvernement a été élu il y a presque 6 ans, nous avons promis aux Canadiens un véritable changement. Nous leur avons dit qu'ils n'avaient pas à choisir entre l'économie et l'environnement, puisque les deux vont de pair. Et ce formidable projet mené par le logement communautaire d'Ottawa, que nous annonçons aujourd'hui, est un superbe exemple. Un projet qui fait appel à de nouvelles technologies et techniques pour réduire les émissions, tout en créant de bons emplois pour les gens de métier d'ici, dans la région. Je suis fière que notre gouvernement soit un partenaire dans la réalisation de ce projet et par l'entremise du programme Infrastructure déboursé 547 500 $, ce qui représente la moitié du coût du projet. Incroyable. Merci. Et ce projet contribuera à démontrer que la rénovation de notre parc de logements abordables est un moyen pratique de rendre les logements plus éco-énergétiques tout en permettant aux locataires de sauver l'argent. On aime entendre ça. Hein? L'efficacité énergétique ne fait pas toujours les unes des journaux, contrairement à certaines technologies révolutionnaires, mais c'est le moyen le plus efficace de réduire nos émissions, à court, à moyen et long terme. And we know how important it is to act on climate change now, today. We all have seen the UN's report on climate change that was released this morning. I'm sure everybody has seen it by now. And they say that humanity is in code red. Let me repeat this. Humanity is in code red. And we know that we all need to be part of the solution to reduce emissions for the future of our planet and everyone, governments at all levels, organizations, businesses, indigenous peoples, families, youth, everyone. Even Ottawa Community Housing is a part of the solution with innovative projects like this. And my kids, I will tell you, my kids are always saying that we need to do more for climate. And they are right. We need to continue to push forward for a future and their future, of course. Et ces mesures reflètent la façon dont nous pouvons réaliser de véritables changements et créer de bons emplois à travers le pays tout en réduisant considérablement nos émissions mondiales. Et nous voyons les résultats ici même à Ottawa-Valley. Grâce à l'utilisation des panneaux présentant des niveaux d'isolation plus élevés, à l'ajout de nouvelles portes, des fenêtres, merci, on a notre ami Rana qui fait la présentation, une nouvelle ventilation à récupération de chaleur et à des pompes à chaleur pour climat froid. Ça veut dire en bon français, l'air climatisé. Hein? Le bâtiment fonctionnera en utilisant au moins 55% d'énergie en moins. 55% d'énergie en moins. Cela signifie une réduction de coûts pour les locataires, comme j'ai dit plus tôt, et une diminution des émissions de gaz à effet de serre de 18 tonnes par an. That also means that tenants will save a lot of money. Let me repeat this again. A lot of money on their water and energy bills. It's a win-win. Once all the homes are finished, because as you know, today we're showing this one as the perfect example of what's going to happen in the community. Once they're all finished, Ottawa Community Housing will share their work and experience with other communities, meaning that this project could become, or should become, a model for others to replicate right across the city and across the country. So I would like to extend my sincere congratulations and thank yous to Stéphane and the team and all those involved here in Overbrook. Je vous souhaite beaucoup de succès dans ce projet. J'ai bien hâte de voir le résultat final. On en voit déjà une partie de ce que ça va avoir de l'air. Mais je pense qu'on passe devant. Vous voyez la différence aujourd'hui. C'est vrai ce qui se passe. On est en train de faire une différence et on le fait avec des partenaires comme Logement Communautaire Ottawa. Merci beaucoup. Bonne journée.
Merci beaucoup, Mona. Ces partenariats-là avec le gouvernement fédéral sont cruciaux pour notre ville, pour notre communauté, pour une agence publique comme Logement Communautaire Ottawa. Je sais que tu sais comment importants sont les logements abordables. Je sais aussi que tu sais comment significatif est l'impact du portfolio actuel. Donc, les genres d'améliorations que l'on voit derrière nous, c'est vraiment important. And you know what? Ottawa Community Housing is leading across the country when you look at energy retrofit, and it's with strong partnerships with, in this case, Natural Resources Canada, that we're able to lead. A few weeks ago, Ralston, Stéphane, and I, we were right here, learning about the technology that was used, the type of logistics, the type of thoughtful investments that were done behind us. I can't believe, I think it was maybe late June we were here and we were seeing a lot of work, and there's been a lot of progress since. You know, as a local councillor, you're elected in your community, and I really want to give kudos to my friend and colleague, Ralston, who's on the ground, meeting with residents, understanding what issues. You know, a few weeks ago, Presslin just saw the last resurfacing for its full project. We were here looking at different townhouses, roofs, bricks, foundation, and this project behind us. So Ralston's quite knowledgeable of his community. He's quite engaged with the community. It means a lot for us as OCH because when we go to Ralston, when we go to his community, we know who the leaders are, we know how to connect, and we know what's needed and how those investments make a significant difference. So without ado, I'd like to introduce my friend and colleague, Ralston, to say a few words.
Thank you for those kind words, Matt, and thank you, Mona, and thank you, Stefan, for being here at this wonderful unveiling of this pier project. Good morning, I'm Ralston King, Councillor for Rideau Rockcliffe, an OCH board member, and also a very proud resident of Overbrook. It's amazing when I look behind me and see the transformation that took place with these townhomes. It's so exciting to see the innovative approach to retrofitting homes applied in real life. It's especially rewarding for me because before I was elected, I worked at a trade organization, and Stefan might know this, that promoted green building technologies, smart home technologies, building automation, and we were promoting these types of technologies. So fast forward a few months later, being in elected office, it is an absolute pleasure to know that the first net zero project in the city at OCH has been undertaken in my neighborhood. Traditionally, renovations of this nature are slow and disruptive, involve demolition and rebuilding of the property, and would necessitate the relocation of tenants. With the prefabricated exterior energy retrofit method, the PEER method, tenants can stay in their homes and watch their living space transform. In addition to the new doors, windows, and HVAC systems, OCH is installing new supports for the foundation. These upgrades will increase the longevity of the property. And now the homes are so efficient, they will produce as much energy as they consume. I want to take the time to recognize the team for their work and dedication to this project. Thank you. OCH built a workshop to assemble the highly insulated, custom-made panels and showed innovation and fortitude in applying these new technologies to improve the homes of these tenants. As a member of the board, I see the innovative approach the corporation is taking, managing their portfolio and ensuring that they maintain their existing homes where possible and build new affordable housing capacity for the thousands of families on the affordable housing list. It is an exciting time for OCH with this funding commitment for capital repairs. It will be interesting to see how OCH and Natural Resources Canada learns from this process and how it can be replicated in other communities, including Overbrook, because I want to see this happen again and again and again and again. So I really thank OCH, Natural Resources Canada, and my very supportive colleagues, the leadership at OCH, for making this project come to fruition. Thank you so much.
Évidemment, dans quelques instants, je vais présenter un leader important pour l'organisation qui pousse pour continuer à avoir ce genre de partenariat, ce genre d'investissement au sein de notre communauté. But first, I want to give you a couple of highlights that I believe are really, really important to capture. Ottawa Community Housing is the city's largest landlord. It has an aging portfolio. And as you know, we also have a long waiting list of families, of individuals waiting for an affordable unit. So not only do we have a duty to build more affordable housing, we also have to maintain and invest in our existing portfolio. The building behind me was 7 years old. What we've done in investing with the panels, with the heat pump, the electric heat pumps and so on, allows us to extend the life, reset the life of this building. And you look around us, you look at all the townhouses, the stack towns and the townhouses that are around us, they're very important. Why, you say? Not only are they well located in a central community, they're well built, but they need investments. And they're also family housing that is so needed in our city and in large cities across Canada, frankly. The city, and we heard from Mona, the red code on the climate emergency that we have. City Council, and obviously that will continue to evolve based on data, but as we were heading into the summer break, Council approved a city's climate change master plan. And our goal is to reduce by 100% our GHG footprint by 2050. Now, we might have to revise that and continue to see investments, housing, transportation, absolutely. But it has to start at this level, when we can demonstrate the efficacy, when we can demonstrate the value of the investment, savings for tenants, and also reducing our energy footprint. So a lot of decisions are being made at OCH, new housing and investments in our existing portfolio, and that takes coordination, it takes leadership, it takes understanding of where the best value is, and that starts at the top. I'd like to invite Stéphane Giguère, our CEO, to say a few words.
Thank you, Councillor Fleury. Merci, Conseiller Fleury, Ministre Fortier, Councillor King. It's a pleasure to be here this morning. You heard about this wonderful announcement. It means a lot for Ottawa Community Housing. This is a very innovative peer project. There's nothing such as a project like that across Canada, and that's something, again, that we're really proud. Proud of a partnership also. You cannot do it alone. And Natural Resources Canada have been there front and center with our staff to really develop and look at the way that we can really be innovative, but as well be respectful of the residents. So today, again, with this project, we are turning affordable housing into energy efficient net zero. We bring down the utility costs to $0 to the tenants living there. Why? Because we have solar panels just above, and again, that type of innovation doesn't exist anywhere. And this is another example of leadership that we see also internally from our team, which is the asset management team of Ottawa Community Housing. They are standing in the back here. Big kudo, big round of applause. So again, with Natural Resources Canada, they've been able to transform what you see on the right-hand side to what you see now right here. Again, when we look at what we will be generating, we talk about 450 megawatts across 36 solar arrays across Ottawa Community Housing. So far, Ottawa Community Housing is able to feed 50 homes autonomously. So that means that they are off the grid and they run on their own. And we are investing because the red code is alerting, it's concerning, but it's a commitment of the corporation as well to make sure that our portfolio is sustainable. We hope to build more housing, better housing, more sustainable housing, and again, the commitment of the Government of Canada, the leadership that we see around City Council, around the Government of Canada with Minister Fortier is incredible, is really appreciated. Merci beaucoup pour votre commitment, votre engagement, et encore une fois, bienvenue à Ottawa Community Housing. Welcome to Ottawa Community Housing this morning. Have a good day.
So now in my role as MC, I'd like to invite Graham Milner, who will facilitate the question and answer, and then after that we'll do a quick photo op, and that will wrap up to this morning's announcement.
Merci Matt. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. C'est fini de l'annonce ce matin. Nous allons maintenant répondre aux questions de les membres de la média. S'il vous plaît, une question, une suivi par le journaliste. S'il vous plaît, votre nom et votre nom de ton media. Thank you very much, everyone. That concludes our announcement for this morning. We'll now welcome questions from the media. Please, one question and one follow-up. When you come forward, please state your name and the member and your media outlet before stating your question.
Is it possible just to do this a one-on-one, or?
Let's start with this for those who are here.
Any questions? Any questions?
All right, we'll move to a photo and then we'll do some one-on-one stuff.
Alors, merci tout le monde. Thank you, everyone.
Let's do a before and after picture.
We have them.
We should. The before is there, the after.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good